So here I am in Star Trek Online. I've actually played this game a lot. I have about 377 hours in this game, but and I'm actually a lifetime subscription. Well, I was anyway. I don't think Perfect World does that anymore. The lifetime, I don't think they have subscriptions. I don't know how they do it, but anyway, so there might be some things that I have that you wouldn't have as a new player. But I'm starting from scratch, brand new character. And this is the character creation. First you choose a faction. Klingon Defense Force. Discovery Starfleet, which is the new series. I've never watched because I'm not going to subscribe to their subscription service, whatever they require. Dominion lets you play a Dominion character from like Deep Space Nine era. The original series Starfleet, Romulan Republic, and Starfleet. So this is like Deep Space Nine, or just after that era. Now I really like the Romulan ships, so I'm going to play Romulan. And we pick male or female. All my characters are male, so I'm going to go with a female this time. So we can go Romulan, Liberated Borg Romulan, which is a premium. You have to pay to unlock that. And Alien. Alien lets you create your own character. I mean, you can get pretty crazy looking, or you can make it look just like a Romulan or human or whatever. I'm just gonna go Romulan because that's what you would have if you were a new player and didn't pay to unlock the Liberated Borg. So then we can be engineering, science, or tactical. And that does change a few things in the story and in how you do combat on the ground and in the ships. It determines what you can train your ship officer, well, your officers to do. As an engineering officer, an engineering captain can train engineering officers' skills to higher levels. Science officer for science, bridge officers to higher levels, and so on. Tactical. And I went engineering with most of my characters before, except for my Klingon one. I think I did tactical. I'm going to go science to be different. Science is a more well-rounded, I think. Their strength is versatility. Engineering, it says your ingenuity and resilience will outwit the efforts of your enemies. And tactical, it says decisive strikes and overpowering tactics. We're gonna go science. And here we got some presets for what she looks like. Default red hair for some reason. If you mouse over it, it tells you, it gives you an idea of what she looks like. I guess the default one we have is this one. That looks the same. Oh, the eyebrows changed and the skin color. She's more human skin color on there. A little greener on that one. Very green on that one. But we can actually change even more if we want to. Like, we can go here, change her hair. I like the traditional Romulan look. Although I don't understand why she has red hair. But there's no black hair with that hairstyle. Alright, coloring. Hair color. Black hair. Her eyes are kind of bluish. Fine by me. We'll stick with the head. Oh, and then you can do like her stance. So standard, feminine, brawler, creature, cute. I don't like that. Gruff, relaxed, seductive, stern, swagger, thoughtful, and twitchy. Twitchy's good for like a Borg if you're doing a, because she kind of moves like a Borg. Remember 7 of 9 in the Next Generation stuff. Anyway, I like the feminine. Looks good. Height 5'11". We can go a little shorter than that. 5'6". The uniform. I mean, this is just what you're starting with, so it doesn't really matter. Name. Ordria. Ordria. My tradition to do ORD and then something like Ordegar, right? Horrible name. I don't know. Ordria. Actually, let's leave it blank. I think we can change that later anyway. And this is the name of our ship that we start with. Doesn't matter. Let's go. Oh yeah. And so right now, if you have ever thought of playing Star Trek Online, Delta Recruitment event is active, which means you start out as a Delta Recruit character, which gives you a lot of bonuses and like more rewards. So I would highly recommend you make a character now if you are thinking of trying the game.
What we knew is gone. Our home, our lives, all that we were, dust. Blasted across empty, heartless skies. But we live. Our legacy lives within every ship we fly, upon every world we touch, in our hearts, in yours. There will be challenge. You will know fear, but you will overcome. You will survive and answer vengeance with blood. You will do as you must. Rule cannot be handed to the faithless. Our legacy cannot be lost to villains. Bury the past to face the future. In enemies, find allies. There is no price we have not paid, no loss we have not felt. Our dead world, our long suffering, these are not ends. We are not ended. For your crew, for your people, for this new home, we must face all doubt. We must break the strong who would destroy us and overcome the impossible. We must fight against any and all. We must, we will, for we are Romulan.
That's the,
This is the point we have pinpointed in your timeline, sir. This is when you go back and give yourself this. You will know what to say. You've already heard yourself say it. Even if it is not exactly right, the time stream will work it out. Just make sure that you give yourself this. It is our best hope for the future of the galaxy. You will return to this exact point in time as soon as you have done what you need to do. The galaxy still needs you, Admiral. Ready?
so this is the Delta recruit cinematic for the beginning.
The youngest of our kind rely on stories to know what our people were like before. Strong, secretive, warlike. We were feared. We were powerful. Then, everything changed. 22 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova. The resulting explosion traveled through subspace to hit Romulus and Remus, our homeworlds. No one could have predicted that would happen, and no one could have stopped it. Millions died. Those who survived were scattered across dozens of worlds. One day we were citizens of one of the greatest powers of the galaxy, and the next, we were just trying to survive. Every day was a struggle if you weren't part of the militant and oppressive Tal Shiar, or ruling everything from on high like Empress Sela. For ordinary Romulans, military victories don't mean much when you're hungry. Life goes on. The Klingons and Starfleet are at one another's throats, but battles light years away don't affect us much. The Tal Shiar are the more immediate threat. They're rebuilding the Empire by force, and pressing anyone they think can help into service. But even they don't seem to know we're here. We've put down roots and found friends. Today we'll celebrate what we've created. With hard work and some good fortune, true Romulans will once again rise to be a power in the galaxy. The first step on that path begins here.
Okay, here we go. Actually control our character now, maybe? There we go. All right,
Your
so
current tasks will be displayed here.
right here. So I have to play with one hand, which
To
means
move,
I'm not.
use the W, A, S, and D keys. To
Which
look
means
around, hold down the right mouse button and move your mouse.
Which means I'm not going to be doing W, A, S, and D, or W, Q, S, and E, whatever.
People you can interact with have icons above their heads. You can press the interaction key, default F, to talk with them.
Then I'll have F bound to one of the buttons on my mouse. And I have 1 bound to one of the, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. mounted by buttons on my mouse. This is a heel stem, hypo, they call it. Alright. We're gonna go talk to this guy. We go over here and we push F.
There you are. The security chief was looking for you earlier. She said there's trouble at the vineyard. Avrak's been filing reports all night about Kelled's chewing at the vines. He's really worked up.
Kelled's in the vines? That doesn't sound right.
Something must have annoyed them. It's not typical Kelled behavior. With the big celebration tonight, I think everyone's a little overexcited. Even the bugs. You should listen to one of Avrak's messages before you head out there.
I'll look into it.
Interactable items have a glow around them. Walk up and press F to interact with a console.
Okay. So you can hit F, or you can click with your mouse on here like this. Welcome, Ordrea. You have 3 messages from Avrak. The second and third messages have been flagged as redundant by the system. Playing message 1 now.
Please tell me you'll help me. The Kelleds are in the vineyard chewing through the irrigation pipes, and everyone says they're too busy getting ready for the big party to come and do something about it. There won't be any party if everyone's knee-deep in water by nightfall. Get over here and help me fix this.
Okay, that was the first one. Let's see the second
When
one.
are you coming over here? This is getting ridiculous. Nobody appreciates me around here. No one. They think these crops just grow without any help from anyone. Tending these vines is a lot of work. No one says thank you. No one pats me in the back. They just keep asking for more. God, look, just get over here and take care of the Kelleds, all right? And maybe say thank you for all the work I do to keep these vineyards in shape.
Alright, and the third one.
It's me again. Ignore the other message I sent. I lost my temper. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why you're not here yet. I really could use your help, though. These Kelleds are chewing through everything, and they won't stop. No one here is even trying to help. They just keep bouncing me to other people. First to Tovan, then to Navala, then to you. What's next? Should I ask one of the kids? Just please come here soon. Thanks.
Alright.
If the Kelleds are chewing up the vineyard, you should probably grab a pistol, just in case. I'd join you, but the chief has me looking into some odd comm chatter we picked up yesterday. We'll have to catch up later.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Your minimap shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the minimap if you are far away from your objective.
So, since I can't use my left hand to push W to go forward, I use right click will let you control your turning of the camera, and your person changes. And if you hold the right button and push the left button, it moves you forward. So that's how I control my character. Very similar to how World of Warcraft does it. Grab a pistol.
Your plasma beam pistol has been automatically equipped. You can practice on the nearby bottles. Select a bottle and then right-click to attack it.
So there's, you just hit right click and it does that. Or you can hit left click, it targets it, and then hit 1. Or you can target it and hit the button. Either way.
Press H to holster and draw your weapon.
H doesn't work.
To sprint,
Oh.
tap the shift key while moving.
Okay, so you can't hit holster to until the out of combat, or so the in combat goes away, and then you can do that. All right, so sprint, That bound to one of my buttons on the mouse. And it's a toggle, so you just hit it once and then he's mad at his helpers there.
Finally. I mean, which message... Oh, never mind that either. It's chaos here. I need some help. Normally we collect nectar from the local kelid insects. Something has driven them into a frenzy. They're chewing on our irrigation system and flooding the vineyard. Excellent, excellent. The broken pipes are obvious. They're the ones spraying water everywhere. Kelid shouldn't give you too much trouble. A few bursts from your pistol will take care of them.
Drive off the kelids. So in green, it tells us what we got to do. Drive off the kelids and repair broken pipes in the vineyard. And then here, we can see we need to repair 3 of them. So come over here. Repair. Oh, interrupted. Because we gotta... If you right click, it makes it so it's an auto attack. Repair. So you usually have to hit F twice, especially if you were in combat, because it hit F does whatever this says, but it just pops it to the front for you, and then you can hit F again to do it. Alright, so we're gonna run. Run.
Well, the flooding has stopped, but if those kelids come back, they'll just break the pipes again. Something's making the insects go crazy. With bugs this size, that's a real problem. And Navala might be able to help if she's not goofing off again. She knows all about kelids. She's normally down by the greenhouse this time of day. Tell her to stop being lazy and keep these critters contained.
Okay.
Good idea. Talk to Navala. I bet she's just lounging around right now, not even thinking about all the damage being done to my vineyard. No one around here wants to put in a good day's work.
Huh.
Well, except for you.
Except for me.
I bet she's just lounging around.
Alright, I'll get going. Okay, so we're going this way. There she is. You can see the exclamation point.
Just in time. Did you talk with Avrak? He said that I'm what? Lazy? That I've been... Ugh! He's just trying to make me look bad so he can get a promotion. Oh, that's so old-fashioned. Let me tell you what's actually happening.
Okay.
The Kellids are going crazy. I've been working all day to keep them out of the residential areas. This aggressive behavior is new, and we need to figure out what's causing it. That means gathering samples from some of these creatures.
Defeat infected or enraged killers to collect samples. See what I can find. So the regular ones are not going to work. So we need to fight those.
An item has dropped for you. Move towards the item and press F to loot it.
Items, strange sample, take. Return to Navala.
This metal has some kind of fungus growing on it that's similar to the spores we found on some of the Kellid carapaces. It might explain their behavior, but how are they getting infected in the first place? Also, the flying Kellids have never come out of the cavern before. This is so strange.
Something might have happened in the cavern. I'll check it out.
You're right. The source of the infection could be somewhere inside the cavern. Head over there and see if you can find out what's aggravating the nest. And be careful.
Explore the cave to find out what's agitating the Kellids. I'll be careful. This is another player right here. She went with the... Okay, I gotta turn off the automatic targeting thing. It's gonna get me into big trouble one of these days. Options. Let's see. I'm not using a controller. Advanced? Oh, that's for graphics. Controls. Map selection and controller with sensitivity enabled camera shaking. Face off-screen target on attack. Always face forward. Turning when facing target. Location targeting. Activation for gamepad. AoE targeting assist. If enabled, the camera will point to your target's feet when using AoE powers in shooter mode. Only attack if target selected. Do that. If enabled, whenever you try to activate a power, even if it fails because you didn't already have a selected target, it will select your auto target. Okay, that might... See, it didn't automatically... And it didn't automatically target another thing and start to keep shooting. That's what I wanted to avoid. Deeper. New respawn point. What the? Okay. Let's examine the dead one. The Kellet has large gash across its abdomen. Okay. Disable the strange machine. These strange objects seem to be covered in fungus and spores. You should report this to Navala. Right.
A strange machine and some weird drone things? That is troubling. Someone's been in there. We'll have to let the Maori know about this. It's good you disabled the device, though. Maybe now the Kellids will calm down. I took a look at those biological samples while you were gone, but I can't do much more than a basic tricorder scan. It's just not my area. DeVex might be able to help. He was an engineer in the Romulan military before the homeworld was destroyed. Now he's helping us with our water supply and anything else that takes more specialized knowledge. You should talk to him.
Okay. Run, 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 run.
What do you need with an old space hound like me?
Okay, show them the samples you found.
I have an idea of what this might be. Maybe. I saw something like this once before, when I was out beyond the Eridon Belt. We responded to a distress call from a mining outpost. When we got there, all the people were just gone, vanished without a trace. The only things we found were a strange beacon and some odd spore samples. These look very similar.
Alright, so okay, engineering, science, and tactical. Since we pick science officer, that's the object, the only trace we have here. Now sometimes you'll be doing group quests and it'll have options for the other characters also, other players.
Sure, use whatever you want. I remember what we found back on the outpost. Bring the samples to me when you're done, and I can help you determine the results.
Some missions in Star Trek Online will change based on your career track. Engineering, science, or tactical.
Right. Okay. Come over here to the science lab thing. And we're going to analyze the components. And then we tell him what we found.
I've only seen fungal biotech like this once before. Remember that mining station that I mentioned? Before we arrived, they reported several disappearances. Some thought it was paranoia, but we had reports that said intruders would beam in right through the colony's magnetic shield, right into someone's quarters, sedate them, and then vanish without a trace. We didn't know what to believe. But I don't think those miners were paranoid. Something did happen to them. And it could happen again.
You thought it was related to this beacon?
That's what my commander believed. We found a beacon with almost the same configuration as the one you found. We weren't able to get much from it before we shut it down. But the one thing we learned is that the beacon was made by a race that called themselves the Elachi.
Okay.
We stayed in orbit for a few days, but the Elachi never came back. That's good news for us, seeing that you disabled the beacon you found in the caverns.
What do we do now? Tell the Maori that what we found?
That's right. He's the man in charge, so he needs to know. I'd be surprised if he doesn't want to send someone down there to analyze that beacon. Could be these Elachi were interested in our colony for some reason. Lucky for us, you were there to put a stop to whatever they were trying to do.
Okay, so now we need to take your findings to the Maori and explain the likely involvement of the mysterious Elachi. And who's that way? Run, 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 run. Oh, he's up there.
Jolan True. I heard Avrak yelling all the way over here. I'm sorry you had to deal with his problems on our day of celebration.
That's fine, but we have bigger problems.
That does sound very mysterious. However, you seem to have taken care of the immediate problem, disabling this beacon and dispatching the drones. You have my thanks.
It was my honor.
I'll assign some engineers to examine the device and set up surveillance on the cave as soon as possible. If what Devek says is true, we don't want that beacon turned on again. Now that's settled, why don't you try to relax for a while? Enjoy the festival. We'll talk again tomorrow after the engineers have finished their analysis of the device.
I'll do that, thank you, Maori.
Contact Tovan Kev by clicking on the Hail Tovan Kev button.
Are you done for the day? I'm just finishing up too. I'm going to head back to the restaurant. Meet me for a drink when you're done.
Explore the settlement and then meet up with Kev when you're done for the day. If you choose to meet up with him now, you'll be transitioned to the next part of the tutorial. I'm going to AFK first. All right, I'm back. So there we go.
Hey there. Long day? I can't believe how far this colony has come. Just look at how much we can accomplish without being ruled by the Tal Shiar. Word is someone named Atan is trying to fight them, but me, I'm content with what we have here. Let's go enjoy the festival.
Uh-oh. The future me. She's wearing a nice outfit. And so this is how it begins. I know this is going to be hard to believe, Ordrea, but I am you. I've traveled back in time to visit you, just because what happens here on this night will change your life forever. Okay, so I'm a scientist, right? So maybe I figured that she does look like me. I don't know. Or I could say, what? You're me? Let's do that one. You are, or I am. Never know exactly how to phrase that, but as you can see from my uniform and rank, we have done quite well for ourselves. A new homeworld has been found and colonized. Agreements with the Federation and Klingon Empire have been signed, and you have helped create a real future for our people. Now, are you prepared to hear what I have to say? A real future for Romulans? Interesting. Is that why you're here? Let's get down to business then. There is a war coming. An ancient race known as the Iconians once ruled huge areas of space, including this one. They had the power of gods, technology far beyond what anyone else had. It took all of the Iconians' enemies rising up against them as one to defeat them. We thought they were extinct. Now we know we were wrong, and they've returned to take back everything that was once theirs. That's where you come in. Why me? What makes me special? You are a hero of the Romulan people, and your deeds are legend. But more importantly, you have an opportunity to gather intelligence on the Iconians, their capabilities, and their possible plans. Throughout your career, we will benefit from the knowledge I'll give you today. When the war with the Iconians comes, the galaxy will have a fighting chance, thanks to what you've learned. That's why I've come back, so I will know what to do. Tell me everything I need to know. I can't just drop everything on you at once. That would cause a paradox. You'll still need to locate all this information yourself. I'll help guide you. Guide me how? Take this. It's a Tesseract communication device. It allows me one-way communication from the future to you. There will be updates through that device as you progress through your career. Check it often. I think I've taken up as much as your time as I can. You must not be late to tonight's festivities. Thank you.
You are now a Delta recruit. You have a unique trait that gives bonus dilithium ore to you and your teammates. As a Delta recruit, you will be able to earn many additional rewards as you complete later missions.
And right here in our inventory, we have the Tesseract communication receiver. Notice it cannot be, this device cannot be sold or discarded. If you right click, use, it tells you all the stuff you need to do. So there's 42 objectives. Reach level 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Admiralty, level 1, 5, and 10. And research and development, you have to get to level 15 to do this. Level 1 and 5. Episodes, play through the story episodes. From the Ashes. New Romulus, Solene Dyson Sphere, Delta Quadrant, and Iconian War. And join a fleet. And then you collect Iconian technology, and it tells you which mission that's in. And I think they're in order. So the first one we want is the Helix. And then we get this. Big marks, Romulan marks, Omega marks, Nuclear marks. It may contain any of the following. But Iconian tech, locate Iconian information. Iconian technology, Iconian tech, yeah, anyway, do all that. And I think some of the rewards is like extra money and stuff like that. Nothing here, obviously. Okay, go to the festivities. She just took you from...
Friends and neighbors, welcome to the tapping. The Kellet nectar has been harvested, the ale is brewed, and we can finally taste the fruits of our labors. And like this fine vintage, our colony has taken time and effort to develop. Since the loss of the homeworld 22 years ago, we have known fear, hunger, and pain. We have struggled, and we have overcome every difficulty. We have mourned those who are no longer with us, and we have welcomed new friends into our home. And now we celebrate. The trials are behind us. Virinat is prosperous and growing. We will face new challenges in the future, but we will face them together.
Uh-oh. We're being attacked.
Hey, are you hurt? We're under attack. I don't know who or why, but people are being rounded up and we have to do something. I'll help Vex get the shuttles ready. You should find Navala and Vorian to help organize the militia. Get as many civilians to safety as you can. After that, we stop whoever or whatever is attacking our home.
Okay. What a mess. Alright, so we'll call
Come
in.
in. Are you alright? What's happening over there? Did you find Vorian?
It's too late, he's gone. Where are
I'm
you?
at the shipyard with Vex, and we're prepping the shuttles for evacuation. I don't know what's going on here. We need to get people out while we can. If you can get a rifle, you can fight your way out. Can you make it?
Grab a rifle and fight your way to the shipyard to escape. I'll make it, just get the shuttles ready. Okay. Take a rifle.
It's the Tal Shiar. We need to call for help. I don't know who'll answer, but we have to do something. I tried to send a distress signal, but they damaged the transceiver already. We still have a chance, though. You need to deal with some of the Tal Shiar, and then get a replacement battery.
Okay, so weaken the Tal Shiar forces. I'm on it. Okay, Yuki. Click on any of the slots, and it tells you what you can slot there. I already equipped the weapon, or was automatic actually. We can use the plasma pistol or hit that button we can do the plasma high density beam rifle.
You can switch between two equipped weapons by pressing Z.
Z. Okay.
They just keep coming. Get a battery from the marketplace. We need to send out a distress signal.
Grab a battery from a marketplace camera.
Be careful in the market. It's completely overrun. This is Kev. Do you have the batteries? You just need to repair the device and send the signal.
There we go, right there, where we need to go. Which is this way. Oh, there it is.
The signal is strong. Get to the shipyard. We're getting out of here. The shuttle is ready, and I got as many people aboard as we'll fit. We have to go.
Okay, so we get experience points, expertise points, and we get Tovid Kev as a officer. Continue.
Congratulations, citizen.
Or the shuttle. Oh, hey. Romulan no less. Now you want to play STO? The console version is actually better, in my opinion.
We're jamming their sensors. When they get us, they'll think you were caught in the explosion.
So the console version is
They're not attacking. Devex showed me how to fly his warbird. We're almost there.
Well, there's an update. It's like 2 weeks behind, is all. Okay.
Navigation is online, but we need some components to get our weapons and warp drive operational. We'll need both if we want to have any hope of fighting the Tal Shiar.
Increase your speed using E. Decrease your ship speed by using Q.
Okay. Now instead of that, I'm going to be using the mouse. Just clicking on it. Like that. You can also drag it. So we're coming up to the derelict ship. And scan for parts.
This'll do nicely. We just need a little more salvage.
Use W and S to move up or down. Use A and D to turn left or right.
Okay.
Weapons are online. Let's test them out on some of these derelict ships nearby. They're not shielded, so we can just use our torpedoes to finish them off.
Okay.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it.
Okay.
Warning, use your torpedo to attack enemies who are not shielded.
Scrap neutronium. We could use that to reinforce the hull of this old warbird.
They got him scrapped and turning him.
3 more of these should get this hull good to go.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Good shot.
Take items.
Loot the item dropped by the ship by flying toward it and pressing F.
Under attack.
The Vex would be happy to see this old warbird get some use.
Warning, ship is under attack.
I think it's safe to say weapons are fully online. Time to take out the Tal Shiar satellites dead ahead.
Use your plasma beam to weaken shielded targets.
I right-click them all. You don't necessarily want to do that to all of your weapons, but in this case we do. That just makes them auto-fire.
Use your torpedoes on an enemy when their shield is down. You must be out of combat to hail Tovan Kev. The red alert message at the top of your screen will appear if you are in combat.
Great. All systems are go and full impulse is back online. I'm picking up a distress signal nearby. It must be people from the colony. More colonists managed to escape the surface.
All right, let's go save them.
The distress signal is close. Searching. There! We have to help them!
Okay.
Activate full impulse by clicking on the arrow. Deactivate full impulse by clicking on it again.
Okay, so we're going to the colonist ship.
Turn off full impulse. There's a Tal Shiar drone dead ahead.
And its firing arc will be shown around your ship in space.
I'm back on the bridge, and I figured out how I can improve our torpedoes. Just give me the order, and I'll get started. Scanners are picking up more colonists and Tal Shiar nearby. We have to rescue our friends.
Activate high-yield torpedo by clicking on the icon or pressing Alt and 1.
So that's that one. So just click it.
thought we were done for.
Almost.
I think it's safe to say we're a fully operational ship. I'm getting an alert. There's another distress signal coming in from one of the colony's shuttles. We can do a short-range warp jump to get to them. Do you want to go now, or stay here to wipe out any other incoming drones? They look like they'll be coming in to do sweeps in the area.
Yeah, we'll just go to the next area.
There aren't any colonists here. Just this strange ship. I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's gigantic. Engineering reports that the ship has scanned us, but they're not responding to my hails. What should we do?
We'll scan them. We need to know who or what they are. There we go. And
Ship is under attack.
They've done something to the ship.
Uh-oh.
Nothing is responding. I can't even warp us out of here. I think I might be able to get a comm channel up to hail them. What do you want me to do?
open the channel and ask them what they want with our ship.
We're getting a reply. What the? They seem to be rearranging our words and sending them back. Listen.
Children?
I'm picking up another ship. This one is Tal Shiar. It's decloaking.
So the Alachi were right. A handful of pitiful Romulan refugees managed to escape. When will you colonists learn that no matter how far you run, you cannot escape your obligations? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Colonel Hakiv of the Tal Shiar. On behalf of the Romulan Star Empire, I hereby lay claim to this colony and all of its inhabitants. Surrender now, and I will ensure that you serve us in the way you are most suited.
Nope.
Fire weapons at will.
This is the mayor of the Romulan Republic. Tal Shiar vessel, stand down immediately.
Tamer! How fortunate! I can destroy both of you!
We'll let those guys take the aggro. Maybe.
Click on a shield that is low on power to direct power to
So you can click on a specific shield to send power to it.
Has managed to sting me. You think you won? This is not the end. Even now, more of my ships are on their way. And the next time, you won't have anyone to protect you.
I am Tamer, commander of the Romulan Republic. We picked up your distress signal while on a mission in a nearby system. I would say we arrived just in time given your ship's condition. Who are you? And what happened here?
Explain to him what happened at the colony.
I am truly sorry. This is not the first time I've heard a story like this, and I fear it will not be the last. And these Ilachi creatures, they are troubling. We need to know more about them and why they're working with a snake like Hakiv. As I said, I'm with the Romulan Republic. You may have heard of us. We are not the terrorists the Tal Shiar make us out to be. With our leader, Datan, we are working to gather survivors of the destruction and fight the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. We have a flotilla nearby. If you're interested, we would welcome you and your friends to join us there.
Okay.
I appreciate your willingness to do what's right. I'm transmitting the coordinates of our flotilla to your ship now. When you arrive, we can repair your vessel and work out our next move. Thank you again. I'll make sure you won't regret your decision.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about this, but I guess signing with Tamer is better than risking death on our own. And he did help us out with the Tal Shiar. The coordinates are loaded up whenever you're ready to go. I think the colonists we rescued are eager to get someplace safe.
Okay, let's go.
Greetings. I am Sub-Commander Nadell, assistant to Commander Tamer. Please follow me to the Commander's quarters. There is much to discuss. Commander, our guests have arrived.
Excellent. I'll get them up to speed. There is much to do.
I'll be glad to show one of you around while the other stays and talks with Tamer.
I'll take the tour, and then meet you back on the ship when you're ready.
Okay. So let's go talk to this guy.
Greetings. I hope all is going well with you.
I'm here to join the fleet.
Good to see you and Tovankev made it to the flotilla of the new Romulan Republic. To be brief, we are a group that was founded by Datan to combat the tyranny of Empress Sela and her Tal Shiar. Our goal is to unify the shattered Romulan people under a new democracy instead of Sela's tyrannical rule. There is much to do, however. I can answer any questions you may have.
Okay. What did Datan do from the Republic?
Ha! What hasn't Datan done? He has quite the long history. The short version is that he desires to see the reunification of the Vulcans and the Romulans. Before that can happen, though, Datan wants us to find a new homeworld, reconcile with the Remans, and end the centuries of oppression beneath the Tal Shiar. We're Romulan, and after all that's happened, we still have our pride and our cultural heritage. We need to be able to approach the Vulcans as equals, not as refugees looking for charity. Did you want to know anything else?
The Town wants to reunify Romulans and Vulcans?
That's right. He dreams of a day when our two people are united. Well, three, counting the Remans. Detan was inspired by Ambassador Spock, who first began the movement. When he was a child, Spock was working on Romulus with the reunificationists, and he was Detan's teacher. The Tal Shiar actively opposed reunification, and Spock and his people had to keep their movement hidden, working with allies and meeting in secret. It's been an uphill battle for Detan, but he won't stop until he sees the Vulcans, the Romulans, and the Remans reunited and at peace. Is there anything else?
What do you do?
I am the commander of this fleet. No actions happen without my approval. Before this, I worked in intelligence for the Romulan military, which allowed me to learn more about the Tal Shiar. I couldn't stomach the thought of working alongside of them. Detan approached me one day and said he needed someone to organize a defense against the Tal Shiar. I accepted before he could finish his sentence. Is there anything else?
Okay, I'm ready for what's next.
What's next is that you receive our uniform and get a tour of the flotilla. After that, you'll receive your first assignment. However, you must understand that by joining us, you mark yourself as an enemy to the Tal Shiar. Hakiv and his people will see you as a threat, and there isn't anything they won't do to stop you. Are you ready to accept that?
Yep.
Good. You should get yourself down to Lieutenant Delatham. You can get a uniform from him if you want to change out of those civilian clothes. You can also have your ship modified. We can't get you into a more powerful vessel yet, but we can change the appearance of your ship if you want. When you're done, return to your ship. I should have your first assignment ready and sent to your ship by then.
Okay, so we get experience points, expertise points, Romulan Republic uniform, free starship modification, we get some armor and a shield, ship shields, and that's the ground armor, and some energy credits, which is the money, the currency in the game.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
I'm now a lieutenant. Okay, so speak with Lieutenant Delatham to customize your outfit. So turbo lift. That looks like transporters. So where are we going? Oh, this way. No, that's where we came in. Oh, I see. There you go. This way.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective. Down there to the right. So this is what the uniforms look like. Kind of dark here though, isn't it? Okay. Pleasure to meet you. Everyone here has heard about the RRW Velatan and what happened at your colony. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but that's what we are trying to stop. Someday, settlements like Veronat will be safe. I'm a tailor, which means I can alter your appearance and outfit for those of your bridge officers. You can find other tailors in social areas. You've been authorized to receive this service. You could put on a uniform now if you want. Ready to try a new look?
The mission will automatically progress when you choose to customize your outfit. You do not need to change anything about your appearance or outfit if you do not wish to do so. To customize your outfit or appearance at any time after this, or to customize the outfits and appearances of your bridge officers, visit an in-game tailor. Tailors can be found in many social areas. I will also note that when you get a new officer, you'll have the chance at that point, before you say okay for the officer, there will be a button there for appearance, to change his appearance. Or her. So you can change the hair, you can change the what they look like even, and the uniform. So that's the fleet outfit and the regular outfit. So we want to modify. Takes a minute to load that. This is the don this Romulan Republic uniform and join the fight against the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. So we can just apply it, or we can go and in the advanced and change the whole thing. So apply to character. That's what she looks like with the new uniform. You can go ahead and change her face or anything you want to. I'm actually going to change something on her body. I don't like her shoulders are so narrow. So I'm going to, not bulk, shoulder width. Yeah, that looks better. Looks more natural. Can also make her bust bigger, but she looks good the way she is, so we're going to leave her. Size we got to have about halfway, so you can go, whoom. Alright. And you can get everything the way you like and save it to a particular outfit. And purchase. Total cost is 0 because we got a free opportunity here. Ta-da! And then we can go to Bridge Officer, and he's wearing that one, so we're going to modify him, and we're going to uniform. So why did it not? No, won't do it. Jacket loose. Romulan Republic. Hands, bear. Romulan Republic. Sash none. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna take that off. So we don't want the tucked low, we want uniform tight, I think. Romulan Republic. Romulan bands or Romulan Republic. I see. Let's just do none. Why does the pants don't seem right for the uniform? I don't know. Alright, let's save the outfit. And purchase. Changes him. And we're done. Exit. And now we're wearing the outfit. And we need to speak with Lieutenant Neela to customize your ship. Which is this guy. This is my ship. Alright. Customize starship. Monument type 0. 0B. 1. 2. 2 brown. And 3. Okay. Windows. Tillis. Or Tillis with no decal. Advanced. I'll let you change the hull and the ta-da! Okay, speak with the Tan now. Is that through this way?
Remember, your objective locations can also be found on your compass as well as your mini-map.
Yeah.
Hello again. Now that you're settling in, I wanted to speak with you about what our overall goals will be. First and foremost, we are looking for a new planet to call home. Tamer and his crew are handling that search. While the search continues, I am working on any possible alliances that we can make with the Federation and the Klingon Empire. We will need allies if we are to proceed. Your task will be the protection and recovery of other Romulans spread throughout this sector.
Are there many other colonies?
We're finding more by the day. Some have already joined us, but others do not believe in our cause. It will be up to you and your crew to protect these colonies from the Tal Shiar and to recruit anyone willing to assist us. Do you have any questions? If not, I would suggest you return to your ship. Tamer will have his orders ready for you.
Okay.
Sounds like we've got our orders. If you're ready, I can beam you back to the ship. However, before that, I need to ask a favor. I have a sister. Her name is Rena Kev. She and I were separated a long time ago. I want to try to find her. As we're doing our missions, could you try to ask about Rena? Thanks.
Okay. And he beams it back to the ship.
Most missions can be turned in remotely. Click the icon next to the mission to report to the contact and turn in the mission.
All set to go, I trust? Good. There is a lot to do. Your first target is already under attack by the Tal Shiar. There's no time to lose. Greetings.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Click here to learn more.
We are being hailed by Republic Command, sir. They wish to congratulate you on your success. Okay.
If we're going to have a chance at breaking away from Sela and the Tal Shiar, we need allies. There are a lot of little settlements like yours out there. We're in contact with some of them, but we're always reaching out to try to make new alliances. I've heard that a group of Romulans has taken up residence in a Suliban helix in the Beta Quadrant. I'd like you to visit them. Feel them out, help them if you can. But most of all, find out if they would be willing to join Detan in his search for a new homeworld.
Okay, so we got to proceed to the Suliban Helix subsystem in the Beta Quadrant and attempt to contact the Romulan colonists living there. Okay.
Greetings. I have new orders for you.
Plot a course to your next mission.
I have new orders for you now. We just did that. So click the that icon there, and that'll take us to plot course or whatever. You have just earned your first skill points. Click here to learn more.
Skills will increase your effectiveness in both space combat and ground combat. Select any skill to see a full description of the benefits gained by purchasing it. Every space skill costs 1 space point to purchase, while every ground skill costs 1 ground point. You will earn 1 space point every level, and 1 ground point every 5 levels, until you reach level 50.
Okay.
For each skill purchased, you will earn progress in unlocked paths. Space skills have 3 paths corresponding to the engineering, science, or tactical categories, while ground skills have only a single unlocked path.
Okay.
Unlocks sometimes offer choices upon reaching certain milestones. They are also the primary means of learning to train your bridge officers in new abilities. You may select any unlock node to see what benefits it provides. Powerful abilities can be earned by spending 25 or more of your space points in a single category of skills. You will not be able to earn enough space or ground points to purchase everything available to you. You may change your skills by clicking the Retrain Skills button. Gold subscribers earn free respect tokens every rank, and additional respect tokens can be purchased via the C-Store.
Okay, so these here tell you what you're going to get when you do that. So like bridge officer training unlocks the ability to train your bridge officers in a new space ability based on your profession. So in my case it's science, so hazard emitters 3. That's if I did that one. That's the engineering line, science, and tactical. Now you can do spend points in any of them. If we do science, it gives us science team 3 that we could train. If we do the tactical line, it'll let us do Tachyon beam 3. Okay. And then this is the main ability. If you go all the way up, it lets you do though, and that as additional. But this EPS corruption corrupt the electroplasma systems of your foe, causing them to burn out components over time. So it does damage over time. Activating directed energy weapons will also cause the victim to suffer additional plasma damage as the corrupted EPS is fed additional power. Okay. If we go all the way on this line, we get probability manipulation. For a small window of time, you can force the universe to see things your way, vastly increasing the chance that every bit of damage done to your foes will be a critical hit. So it sounds like that gives us a higher chance of critical hits. But for a short time. And this one, Focused Frenzy. Mark the targeted foe and devote all available resources to taking them down. Each time you hit the marked foe with an energy weapon, your weapon's firing cycles will speed up progressively faster and faster. That's a good one. And you can see what they all do on here. These, you get a choice of hanger, health, or battery expertise. And then that lets you do feedback pulse 3, maximum hull, or some system repair. Let's us train polarized hull 3. Okay, so what I like to do is look at the training. The highest training we can do here is this one, transfer shield strength. So that lets you, if you're in a group or with other NPCs even, lets you buff their shield. Or actually, it's more like a heal to the shield of the other ship. This one, polarized hull. I think that is like a feedback when they attack you. Feedback. Oh no, that's that one does. Polarized hull makes it so when they hit you, it heals your hull. I think, maybe. If I remember right. Science Team 3 lets you beam over a science team to the enemy, or to an ally. I don't know. Photonic shockwave, gravity well, and Tychon's rift. Okay, and this is backhand beam, jam sensors, tractor beam, viral matrix. I don't really know. So we have 2 space points and 1 ground point. So hull restoration increases the amount of hull restored by outgoing healing abilities. Each point of hull restoration skill increases the base amount healed by 0.5%. That's generally a engineering skill, the healing the hull. Hull capacity increases the maximum hull capacity of your starship. While each starship has its own base maximum hull value, each point of hull capacity skill always provides a bonus of 0.3% to that base value. Alright, shield restoration. These are science ones. How much you heal shields for, and then what your shield capacity is. Energy weapon damage and projectile weapon damage. I think I'm going to go with shields first. Shield capacity. Purchase. Okay. And then we can go down here and do more. Or that, so skill bonus is 50, and that's going to be 85 to do that. 35 more. But let's do so we can heal our shields better. And then ground. Weapon efficiency, endurance training, personal shields, and hit performance. I think that does like the cooldown for your kit skills. So we want to do weapons good. We want shields good. I think I'm going to do shields first too on that. Purchase. We only get that every 5 levels. Okay. So our skill then is go to Suliban Helix to get out of the range of this. So here's our ship. We are in sector space, which these are all sectors each square, and we need to go to that one. So we're gonna warp there, or we can just go really, really slow. We click that, it will plot a course. Oh, this is actually warping, I think. Anyway, I am going to call it a night here, and if you will please subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, I will appreciate it. And that's it. End of the stream, and I'll play something tomorrow. I think EverQuest 2. I might play this again late at night after it cools off, like I did